Deep within the wilderness of northern Canada lies a place so feared that even experienced explorers once refused to enter it. A valley where prospectors vanished. A valley where severed heads were reportedly discovered. A valley surrounded by indigenous legends of giant beings and unexplained dangers. For more than a century, people have called it one of the most mysterious places on Earth. But what if the truth behind the Nahanni mystery is even stranger than the legends? Because hidden inside Canada's most dangerous valley is a story of disappearances, lost treasure, unexplained deaths, forgotten expeditions, and one question that still has no answer. Why do so many mysteries seem to lead back to the Nahanni Valley? Before we dive deeply, kindly subscribe to my page, follow, like, and share for more hidden history, untold stories, and fascinating historical mysteries. Far beyond Canada's major cities, hidden within the rugged wilderness of the Northwest Territories, lies Nahanni National Park Reserve. The region is breathtaking. Towering mountains, deep canyons, untamed forests, powerful rivers, and one of the tallest waterfalls in North America. To modern visitors, it appears beautiful. But for generations, the area carried a darker reputation. Long before Europeans arrived, Indigenous Dene communities passed down stories about dangerous beings inhabiting remote parts of the valley. Stories of mysterious giants. Stories of places where people disappeared. Stories warning travelers not to venture too far. Many outsiders dismissed these accounts as folklore. Then strange events began occurring. Everything changed during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Rumors of gold spread through northern Canada. Prospectors poured into remote regions hoping to strike it rich. The Nahanni became one of those destinations. The terrain was brutal. Winter temperatures were deadly. Communication was nearly impossible. Yet fortune seekers kept arriving. Because somewhere inside those mountains, they believed unimaginable wealth might exist. And that belief would lead some men toward tragedy. In 1904, two prospectors entered the Nahanni region. Frank McLeod and Willie McLeod. Like many others, they were searching for gold. Months passed. Then years. Eventually, a horrifying discovery was made. The brothers were reportedly found dead. Accounts of the discovery varied over time, but one detail became famous. Their remains were allegedly discovered without their heads. Newspapers seized upon the story. Suddenly, the Nahanni gained a terrifying nickname: the Valley of Headless Men. The story spread across Canada. Fear spread with it. What happened to the McLeod brothers? Nobody knew. And the mystery had only begun. Then came a claim so disturbing that it transformed the valley into a legend. Some believed an unknown killer was stalking the region. Others suspected hidden outlaws protecting secret treasure. Still others whispered about supernatural forces. The claim that attracted the most attention was simple. Something in the Nahanni was eliminating anyone who came too close to a hidden secret. The idea sounded unbelievable. Yet strange events continued. And every new incident added fuel to the mystery. Over the following decades, additional disappearances and deaths were reported in connection with the region. Prospectors vanished. Explorers failed to return. Remote camps were discovered abandoned. Each case seemed to strengthen the valley's reputation. The stories became increasingly dramatic. Locals whispered warnings. Newspapers published sensational headlines. Treasure hunters became even more curious. Because the more dangerous the valley appeared, the more people wondered what might be hidden there. Many believed gold was the key to everything. According to one theory, prospectors had discovered a rich deposit and were murdered before they could reveal its location. Supporters of the theory pointed to the valley's mining history, the timing of the deaths, the secrecy surrounding certain expeditions. But there was a problem. No one ever found definitive proof. The supposed treasure remained elusive. Yet the legend endured. And legends have a way of attracting more adventurers. Then investigators encountered an even older mystery. Dene oral traditions spoke of a people sometimes referred to as the Na. Descriptions varied across generations. Some accounts portrayed them as fierce mountain warriors. Others described mysterious giants. Stories claimed they appeared suddenly, attacked unexpectedly, and vanished into the mountains. Some researchers believe these legends may preserve memories of real historical conflicts. Others argue the stories became exaggerated over time. But one fact remains. The legends existed long before the famous disappearances. And that raises an intriguing question. Could the mystery have deeper roots than anyone realized? Historians and researchers have spent decades examining the Nahanni stories. What do they actually know? First, the valley is genuinely one of the most remote regions in North America. Survival can be difficult. Weather changes rapidly. Navigation is challenging. Rescue operations are complicated. Second, historical records confirm that prospectors entered the region seeking gold. Some never returned. Third, newspaper reporting in the early 1900s often amplified dramatic stories. This does not mean the events were fictional, but it does mean details sometimes became distorted. Separating fact from legend remains difficult, and that's where the mystery thrives. The greatest controversy surrounding the Nahanni may not involve treasure or murder. It may involve storytelling itself. Over the years, journalists, adventurers, treasure hunters, and authors all contributed to the legend. Some accounts contradicted others. Certain details changed. New theories emerged. The result was a mystery layered upon a mystery. Did the valley become famous because of unexplained events? Or did unexplained events become famous because the valley already had a reputation? Even today, researchers debate the answer. Then another discovery reignited interest. Explorers found extensive cave systems throughout parts of the Nahanni region. Some caves appeared ancient. Others remained largely unexplored. These discoveries inspired new theories. Could lost prospectors have become trapped underground? Could hidden passages explain disappearances? Could unknown sections still contain evidence connected to historical mysteries? No one could say with certainty. But the caves added another layer to an already complex puzzle. By the late 20th century, the Nahanni had become more than a location. It had become a symbol. A place where wilderness, history, and mystery intersected. Documentaries were produced. Books were written. Expeditions were organized. Each generation rediscovered the valley. And each generation added new questions. The mystery continued evolving. The more researchers investigated, the less likely a single explanation seemed. Perhaps there was no single secret, no single treasure, no single villain. Instead, the Nahanni mystery may be a combination of many different stories. Real disappearances, harsh wilderness conditions, indigenous traditions, media exaggeration, lost expeditions, human fear, and human imagination. In other words, the mystery itself may be the true treasure. Today, Nahanni National Park Reserve is recognized as one of Canada's most remarkable natural areas. Visitors arrive to experience its beauty. Scientists study its ecosystems. Historians continue examining its past. Yet despite modern technology, many questions remain unanswered. The wilderness still guards its secrets. The mountains still conceal their stories. And the legends refuse to disappear. More than a century has passed since the earliest tales of the Valley of Headless Men captured public attention. Many theories have emerged. Many explanations have been proposed. Yet one question remains. What if somewhere within the vast wilderness of the Nahanni, evidence still exists waiting to be discovered? Evidence that could finally explain the disappearances, the legends, the deaths, and the mystery that transformed a remote Canadian valley into one of the most fascinating unsolved stories in North American history. Because until every corner of the Nahanni is explored, one possibility remains. The valley may still be hiding its greatest secret. Please don't forget to subscribe to my page, follow, like, and share for more hidden history, untold stories, and fascinating historical mysteries.